Are you a fan of JRPGs? Well, this is one that you should have on your radar as it's also from a renowned team and looks incredible. Metaphor ReFantazio is a brand new RPG made by the same talent behind the Persona series. It will be launching in fall of 2024 for PC, PS5, PS4 and the Xbox Series. To us, this game is looking pretty incredible and we're quite excited for it. From the art style to the voice acting and just the general presentation, the game is looking pretty awesome. So when more information was going to drop, we promised to keep you guys up to date, and recently with the Game Awards, as well as a developer stream, we have extra details on the game's story, characters, trailer, and gameplay details about the combat itself. And we're not going to lie to you guys, but this game is looking pretty good so far. So let's go through all of the information that we have learnt and let us know how you're feeling about this game. One of the most important things that came out of the new information drop was a rundown of the actual story. The main plot seems to revolve around who is going to sit on the throne after the king has been assassinated, and we as the protagonist must figure this out. The official description says this is a story of how people must find unity to elect a new king. The story takes place in the United Kingdom of Uchronia, at least I think that's how you say it, where the assassination of the king has brought chaos and unrest to the land. Then on one fateful day, a magic known only to the king called the royal magic is invoked and the world becomes embroiled in a royal tournament for the throne. In the midst of this, our protagonist, together with his partner, the fairy Gallica, must find a way to break the curse that has been placed on the prince that the kingdom believes to be dead. To do so, we must depart on a journey across the vast land. We'll discover that in order to achieve our goals, we must participate in a tournament for the throne. And this great task shall require us to ally with many friends and followers of the various tribes inhabiting the world nearby. It seems relatively simple on the surface, but knowing JRPGs, it will definitely have some twists and turns, and we're excited to see what those are. We do know that the story is going to be broader than what is just taking place in the kingdom, as there will be monsters that roam the world, and funnily enough they are referred to as humans. And for the actual scope of the world's inhabitants, it's set to happen with 8 different tribes across the land, of which our followers can also hail from. During the stream, they explained a bit more about the world by saying it is a world separate from our own, inhabited by 8 tribes. The Union, founded by the heroic first king and ruled by a strong royal family that inherited powerful magic. Gradually, they succumbed to corruption over the years, and as such, everything descended into a virtueless nation, torn apart by inequality and discrimination. In the vast realm, dangerous animals and mysterious monsters known as humans run rampant, making the land outside the city walls seldom safe, and the assassination of the prince and king have unleashed further chaos and unrest unto the kingdom, now without a ruler. On top of all of these story details, we also got the descriptions of 5 of the characters that will be starring in the game alongside the main character, which is simply referred to as the protagonist. For his character description it says, together with the fairy Gallica, he embarks on a journey to lift the deadly curse placed on his childhood friend, the Prince of Uchronia. He is a boy of the Elder tribe, branded as a tainted people by the state's religion, who believe they have inherited dangerous and heretical magic. Being so rare amongst the populace, they are detested and discriminated against throughout the kingdom. We also know that we will be followed by a companion called Gallica, and she kind of reminds us of Navi from Zelda, but we do also have some more information about her. She's not only a traveling companion, but also a guide who helps the protagonist carry out his mission to save the prince. Although she is too small to participate in battles, her knowledge of magic and abilities to sense the Magla is superior to that of the protagonists due to her fairy nature. She doesn't mince her words, but she is a reassuring ally on his journey. On top of this, we also learned the names of some of the characters that will be appearing in the game. This includes Stroll, who is a young man with a good sense of justice that hails from a noble family. Then there's Hulkenberg, and we're thinking this one's going to be popular. She's a knight of the Rusaint tribe, I think that's how you say it, and a former member of the royal family's King's Guard, where she served by the prince's side and supposedly is really good in combat. There's Hizme, a former knight of the Ugrief tribe. He has an acute perception compared to most, and this is in part due to his tribe having a trait that makes him sensitive to sound. Another thing that they showcased in the trailers is that we as players will be able to depend upon and form bonds with our followers and NPCs NPCs, which will then make them aid us in uncovering the truth of the kingdom. We've also learnt a bunch of things about the gameplay mechanics, and for those wondering, the game will have daily life gameplay systems. As in the developer's stream they confirmed this, but they have said compared to the daily life gameplay of the Persona series, this has been evolved in comparison. For the combat, it will be a mix of action and turn-based, which is sounding pretty awesome to us, and hopefully it's something like Final Fantasy VII Remake system, because we absolutely loved that. Here's what the developers actually have to say about this. It has a unique battle system evolved from Persona 5 that combines action and command-based mechanics. While the command-based mechanics are core to the battle system, lower-ranked enemies on the field can be defeated with action-based mechanics, and all party members can be customized, allowing for a wide variety of party formations. We absolutely love building out our parties in games and then coming up with new strategies and things that combo together, so it's really nice to see they are building that up and evolving the gameplay from Persona 5. One of the things that is really selling this game to us, especially as an RPG, is the soundtrack. The developers have released short snippets of it, but listen to this preview here. Well, everything we've seen about this game is looking amazing, at least to us, and we don't feel like it's on many people's radar and no one's really talking about it. For us, it's really nice to see that Atlus is taking a risk with a new IP rather than just sticking to their usuals, but do let us know if you want us to cover this game more and if you're interested in it. There's still a ton of information to go through, but for now, enjoy the latest trailers.
It's a story about a world very different from ours.
'Tis a world where all people are equal and no conflict exists, much like the world His Highness once dreamt of.
To put it another way, this is a fantasy.
The fool of a king is dead!
Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
The fortress at the border was raised by a human mere days ago. You can only blame your king's weakness. Who deserves his crown? A man of proven strength!
The people of my land desire a new king, and I shall provide.
Welcome one and all to the inauguration of the tournament for the throne!
Small wonder when any among the populace might be king.
Their speeches of tribal harmony mean nothing, when every day they cheat and abuse us!
It tells of a world united as one tribe.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel.
Our lives are decided at birth by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are.
There was a plot in his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner.
You're no ray of hope!
You gave up on your hopes, but I will not.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
国民の信託を最も集めし者が次なる王となる資格を得るものとする。
陛下のお命が奪われるなど。
汝定めを課せられし子よ、憂いを抱える旅人よ。
こいつが俺の凱旋者だ！果たして誰が次の王か。
己自身に命じなさい。内なる英雄の姿に変われと。
真の王を志すならば打ち勝ってみせよ。
僕のいる世界の出来事は君にとっては絵空事。
まさか人間？
この国は今有史以来の危機にさらされている。どうやら面白い力を手にしたようだ。
主君に捧げると決めた覚悟そのものだ。
これこそ人間の真実だ。
道は二つに一つ。
またあったね。やはり君は興味深い。
今こそあんた自身がそうなる番よ。
正義かどうかじゃない。
誰もが恐れと不安に負けそうで。
理想を貫け。
何が正しいのかわからない。
全ての始まりはあなたの持つ小説。
幻想はただの絵空事なんかじゃない。
Play it on Xbox Series X and S.